Tung 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 sahur. Anomali mengerikan yang hanya keluar pada sahur. Konon katanya kalau Tralalero tralala, porco dio e porco Allah. Pero
So, I had a dream last night, and my dreams are usually weird.
Όλες οι αμαρτίες σας έχουν πλέον ξεχαστεί. Ανεβείτε στην τουαλέτα του κότς και σκουπίστε τις ενοχές από το πρόσωπό σας, αγαπημένε άγγελε.
So bear with me here. I dreamt I was watching an anime of almost every shonen character in a fight against a One Piece villain. On an island in the One Piece world. There was Luffy and his crew, but I remember there was Gojo in the air flexing his infinity and aura farming and stuff. There was Ichigo taunting the enemies, Naruto throwing at Bijudama, so you get the picture. When I woke up, it made me think, how many actual crossover mangas or animes that exist? And so this video idea came about, and I'd like to share with you some of my findings. Oh yeah, spoiler alert, because crossovers are typically one-shots, that means it's short and sweet, not stretched out too much and complicated. Also, a lot of these are very fan service-y, which is the whole point of crossovers if you think about it. So let's start with some of the well-known ones, the One Piece Dragon Ball Toriko crossover.
money, money, money.
So this was a special back in 2013 which featured the 3 series in one show about catching some sort of legendary meat called the carrot meat. The full name is Dream 9 Toriko and One Piece and Dragon Ball Z Super Collaboration Special. Yeah, way too long, but I'll call it Dream 9 for convenience sake. Dream 9 was created to commemorate the start of the 3rd year of the Toriko anime. I guess not much of you know Toriko as much as Dragon Ball One Piece, but in short, it's a battle and foodie anime, 2 genres I like very much, and I suggest you watch it if you're looking for a fun casual anime or if you're finding something to watch while eating. In the special, you'll find all of your favorite characters from the 3 series battling it out to find the prized meat. The special takes place during the 10 years between Kid Buu's defeat and the 28th World Martial Arts Tournament. It's great for a casual watch, but if you're looking for better looking animations and that sort of stuff, well, you should probably stick to the regular series showings. But I guess I have to say that it's a product of its time. The dialogue is kind of cringy to me, like it's what you would expect if you think about the very definition of shonen manga in the 2000s. The pacing is also rushed, considering it's a short story taking up 2 episodes respectively in Toriko and One Piece, but if you don't mind that and just want to have some fun, then go for it.
No, 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 no. Wait.
I'm just gonna race through this one because most of you who watch recent anime probably know it already. Isekai Quartet is a chibi-styled anime with 4 isekai animes combined into one, maybe even more, and it's set in an alternate reality where they go to school and stuff. The isekai animes are Konosuba, Overlord, ReZero, and Youjo Senki. I'll say it right now, if you don't like the chibi art style, do not watch the anime. But if you don't mind it and the shallow story and you just want to see some more of like the casual slice of life comedy stuff, or you want to see more interactions from these characters with each other, then go ahead and try watching it for yourself. Honestly, it kinda gets old pretty fast though, not gonna lie, but it's good for like a once in a while watch, maybe in a couple of weeks or something. Now we're getting into some of the good stuff. This one I found while browsing through a peculiar site. It's basically manga of Saitama getting isekai'd into the One Piece universe. Now, normally, crossover stuff means shallow story, fan service, all of that cheap stuff because you already know just the idea of crossover is an instant success. Now, the difference with this manga is that it's entirely fan-made. What does that mean? Oh, well, I'll tell you what it means. It means that the fan/author gets full reign of whatever they want to do with the story. Usually, you have like the brand image and the canonity of the series to stick by, but if it's a fan manga, well shit, the world is literally your goddamn oyster. This manga, whew, I'll tell you, it's good. And not just like fan service good, even though of course it's there, but the author didn't just skimp out on the story, they actually made it good. The manga is basically going through the whole story of One Piece and making a what if type of scenario with the inclusion of Saitama in there. Of course, it's like this short version of One Piece. Nobody's sane will produce 1000 plus chapters of manga on their own. It actually has a decent amount of chapters, totaling currently to 69 chapters, which is absurd to me that something which is fan-made lasted that long. The story remains mostly unchanged for the most part, but by including Saitama in the world, you get some sort of changes like Saitama becoming one of the Cypher Poles, doing odd jobs for them, and knocking One Piece films out like Eminem one after another. It's honestly pretty chaotic, and bro, I'm all here for it actually. I'm not gonna spoil much of this one as it's generally a good read, and the art is really fucking close to the actual One Piece manga. Though, I guess there's no beating Yusuke Nomura with his work on One Punch Man, but still, the art is genuinely amazing for a fan-made manga. You sometimes can't even tell the difference between fan-made and the real one. So yeah, freaking read it now, you uncultured swat. This one is a crossover in a different sense than the others. Rather than Food Wars and One Piece characters meeting and going on adventures and stuff, it's just Sanji's life as a cook on Baratie in the style and presentation of Food Wars. So expect a lot of Food Wars style strip bar cooking.
小さな弁当箱から美食の英知が溢れておるわ。はだけた。
I'm just kidding, but it's a short read, so I recommend you read it as it doesn't take much time to finish the whole thing.
Brr brr patapim.
So, if you don't know, there's 2 episodes in both Sket Dance and Gintama. 1 episodes each in their respective series where they do a crossover. Sket Dance in Gintama's universe, Gintama in Sket Dance's universe, that sort of thing. Actually, Gintama is notorious for its references towards other animes, but this is just straight up a crossover. Anyways, the creator of Sket Dance was once an assistant to Gintama's creator, so this makes sense to be honest. Even their comedy style is pretty similar, so yeah, it's a fun episode to watch. And I think that's it. Of course, there's a lot more crossovers out there. It's a concept that's proven itself time and time again to be an effective marketing strategy. Reality aside, these crossovers are the ones that, in my opinion, stood out more than the rest of the anime and manga crossovers out there. I mean, of course, there's games too, like Jump Force and stuff, but I want to introduce people to the more niche crossovers that are out there and give them a chance. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye-bye!
You are my sunshine.